guys to get from Martinique. And no one was not happy with the decision. I mean, it turned out to be a whole kind of controversial stuff like that. But they always say referees in the final. That's what they say about.
So therefore, based on that, what do you think your fight strategy would entail to secure a full victory this time around?
Well, I had a rematch with the guy, David Roach from Martin, and I won the rematch. It was a whole big rematch and everything, and I won that fight. But moving forward, I would say, from my end of things, or from my club end of things, is that I'm not looking to go to the referee's decision to decide if I win a fight or not. I'm looking to, end it, and so at the end of the day, it's a clear victory, and referee's he's just there because he has to be there. But so I'm hoping for that, because I mean, in any sport, you always find referees make bad calls here and there, and then the athletes, obviously you're training hard in your gym, in your club, you're doing everything, you're dieting, you're doing everything proper to make sure you're in the best shape, and then you come and lose a fight, just a bad call. It really hurts you, and somebody to make you feel like, you know what, I had enough of this kind of refereeing. So,
Ronaldo, you had a bout in Virgin Islands, correct?
Yes, it was.
Right. You have any other overseas bouts after this one in March? And by the way, how did you do in India?
Well, that tournament was a very good experience, but quite unfortunately did not win that fight. But they ended in a technical knockout.
So going forward, what do you expect to do? And do you plan to use the Massacre 4 as a training ground for other overseas bouts?
Yes. Basically, the way how my training schedule is set up, we're doing a lot of stand-up and stuff, because that's one of my basic areas I have to work on. Because all my ground area, all that is basically covered from excellent at that. And I have to do a lot of cardio training, because as you know, with the athletes that are coming in, they're going to be coming at us really hard, so I've got to get my team up to the mark.
I just want to mention something that these two athletes doesn't know. Let's go. What happened? We having a very huge event in 2014 in Trinidad and Tobago, where we were looking to bring in, we're still around in the process, with 90% closing this deal right now, to have pay-per-view fights in Trinidad and Tobago. And we're looking to take the best, but we have to choose fighters from the Caribbean. We just can't have fighters from Trinidad and Tobago. And I mean, this is still something that will be the Barbados. I really love Barbados. So I'm hoping to get at least 2 or 3 great athletes, the top fighters. Whether you're 16 years or you're 30 years, you are the 2 best fighters from Barbados in that kind. We have fighters already putting on the stakes from Jamaica, Trinidad, Martinique, and so forth. That is going to be a great fight. It's going to be good. And this is with Showtime, which is a big company, so for this pay-per-view. As long as everything goes well. It has never happened before in the Caribbean. So, as soon as we have all of that finalized, these fighters, because every month we are fighting Trinidad, need to get more fights. They need the support. Because Corey rightfully say, you diet, you train, you go to the gym religiously, then to go in the ring and get a bad decision in part. The life of a fighter is different to the life of a cricketer. When you take a cuff and a kick in your head, it's different from you going out there and just have to hit a ball and take a catch. It's mentally and physically. So we really hope that as these fighters in Barbados, it's all about the athletes, and that is the mission of this association, to give the Caribbean athletes what it takes to move forward. It's all about the athletes. So we really hope corporate Barbados, and more importantly, this government come out and support this event in a meaningful way. Alright? I don't like the smile I see on the face of the journalists. You don't tell a good story. I was warned about it, but I believe when there's a way, there's a will. Alright? Because it was between Barbados, and St. Lucia to host the event, I would choose Barbados. Alright? So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more questions, we're willing to take a difference. On behalf of...
Have you got one for Mr. Best?
Great.
He's gonna have a camp, right? So, Mr. Best, how training is going in your camp?
Pretty good, but right now the guy's recovering from some harm in Turkey and bad eating and lack of exercise. Because we actually was closed for about a week. But athletes like Corey and O'Neill and those guys are identified to fight. We have an upcoming tournament in Trinidad, MMA, in a few weeks. So guys like Corey and stuff weren't allowed to get into a lot of the black cake and stuff like that. You know, they were still on their regime. But in the camp, it's still the same vibrance, enthusiasm. Guys train hard. Yesterday was ideal. I mean, Corey is at his peak right now. I saw he couldn't get a fight today. You know, because when an athlete peaks, sometimes they come down a little bit. You know, so we have to re-strategize a little bit. And you have these back-to-back fights, like less than 2 months apart. So calls for a little re-strategizing.
So how much fighters are on your camp?
That would be totally up to the promotion team, because we have about 20 fighters that we have preparing, but you might end up with just 2 or 3. It's really up to the selectors that, you know.
Okay, no?
Well, we know that Corey and Ronaldo, well, after they perform and win the fight coming up, that they could be a part of our team, which I need to talk to Mr. Best about soon.
These are not fighting against Canadians.
Huh?
These are
Let's hope that they do. They're like, we hope not. Because we're looking to take the best fighters from here to a camp in Holland, from the Caribbean, in Holland and Thailand soon. So we'll be handpicking fighters and coaches to go that. We already have funding for it through the CARICOM, a sports initiative program.